Nipple blue. She's like super excited about it. Hi!
Really?
My dad was
I always like to just find like little weird clips. So I the first person. Oh, I mean, I'm probably throw them in random spots. I couldn't sleep last night. I was like just thinking about stuff. I was thinking how weird it was that I was upset that I only made $1,000 at Rescue and Destroy. So that's what because, like, man, if I, having shows like a bar or a restaurant or something that wasn't like a major fair or something like that, make $1,000 is freaking awesome. I was like, what was I not happy with?
I was glad you sold so many jackets. I was like, wow. Did you say it was like 15?
Yeah. I guess maybe the reason that like even making $1,000 is kind of frustrating because because you're actually selling artwork, so to make the money, that's where you're making the money, and it's sometimes you get the value of what it should be, but quite often you're selling it for less than its actual value. So yeah, you're making money, but you held on to it longer, you made more money on it eventually. And then you're doing all your, you're getting paid less than you should for the art, and then you're also doing probably 40 hours worth of work that month to prepare for it. Then you're literally getting paid nothing for that because the money you're making is really from selling the art. I mean, I guess the money I make from selling other people's art, the 20% that I take from them, that pays for, so $200 a month or $200 I made came from that. So I guess I paid $200 for 40 hours. What's that come down to? Like $5 an hour? Yeah, $5 an hour. That 40 hours is conservative too. I think I probably work more than that. So I work 10 hours of it just that day. I guess the hope is that it builds your popularity, it builds a demand for create new clients, new fans, pays off in the future.
Well, that's the nice thing when they're, I was getting a little reputation, and some friends of mine worked at this deli in Arlington, Virginia, and these people were expanding and opening up a space next door to the deli and knocking a wall out, and it was going to be a full cafe with like a liquor license and everything, a bar, and these people were way into animal rescue and PETA kind of people and stuff. They were calling the new place the Lost Dog Cafe. And wanted some Southwestern themed thing of like dogs or some kind of artwork. So I spent all this time and paint these little, like draw these things, these watercolors and renderings of what I could do. And I actually designed this motif that was going to get painted along the front of the bar, which he didn't even think of. And he's like, wow, that's really cool. And all this stuff. Well, I think I told him a price, and it was, I was like per square footage. I forgot what it was, maybe the whole price. And it was like big, wall sections like this, like 3 big sections like this, and then a whole bar front. I think I quoted him like $5,000 or something. And he was all okay. Oh, it's gonna take me a while. He's a contractor too, so he's like, I gotta get the walls ready and everything. I'm like, oh, cool, let me know. And then I'm not hearing from them. And then I had gone with some friends to this like really cool, trendy bar in Arlington where it was an auto dealership, old one, like real kind of funky architecture, and then it was vacated, so some club owner bought it, turned into this big bar, and they had these really kind of cool, I mean, graffiti-ish murals all through the place. And I admired all the work in there. Well, some friend of mine got a job there, and he goes, hey, one of the bartenders painted all that shit. And I was in there working one night, and he goes, here, I'll introduce you to the guy. So he introduces me, and we're talking for a few minutes. He's real nice. And, oh, what have you done? What kind of stuff do you do? And I said, oh, I'm doing a mural for the Lost Dog Cafe. And he goes, I'm doing a mural for the Lost Dog Cafe. And I go, really? And he goes, oh, fuck. He goes, did you give him those renderings, those things with the dogs in Southwest and all that stuff? I go, yeah. He goes, they gave me all your drawings and told me, can you do something like this and, for like $1,000?
Yeah.
And he goes, I told him, absolutely, I'm not doing some other artist's work, but I could do something for you for like $1,000.
Yeah.
And he did something that was completely different than what I had. He goes, and then he said, with bars and restaurants, he goes, just going forward for you, he goes, they don't want to pay shit.
Yeah.
So just so you know, I mean, if you really want it, you got to ask him for nothing.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm really sorry. He goes, I did not copy your work, man. And he goes, you go in there after I'm done, you'll see. It's not like what you proposed. He goes, you had some cool stuff, but I don't do that,
Yeah.
And I said, oh, wow, that, and it was like, I was totally blown away by that.
Yeah. Run it like a business and do all this business stuff. And I work on doing that, but then it just gets me frustrated about the whole thing because I like crunch the numbers and find out how much I'm actually making, and I don't know. And the amount of work that to do what he wants me to do, I would never have time to make art. I mean, it's kind of like opening a gallery. People are always like, oh, you should open a gallery. Well, then all you're going to do is run a gallery, You can't. To be an artist, you can't think. I mean, to create art, to be in that creative zone, thinking about business is like the opposite type of thought. I mean, the creative part of business, yes. Marketing and branding, you can do all that kind of stuff while you do your art. But when you try to do spreadsheets and all this, it's just like stretching your, trying to turn off your brain and turn it back on and doing a different operation. It's just especially when you're trying to really master a craft, because you have to get, I don't know, for me when I'm painting, to paint well, I have to be in a zone. And to be in that zone, I have to stay, it takes me a while to get to that zone, into the peak of that zone, and then if I want to stay there, I have to do certain things mentally to keep myself there. I can't distract myself with business stuff or whatever, I focus on the business stuff, I become successful financially for a while, and then I use that money to then make art for a while until I'm broke, and then I start making, then I have to go back into doing the business thing. So then I fall back in the business mode, make money, and but I'm not making the art, so then I start making art, and then I stop not making money. It's just one or the other. You can't do both.
Cool. I was really hoping these feet and all these things would look cool together.
Yeah,
I'm
that
really
was
liking
awesome.
it now.
I like it a lot.
Especially now with these all softened, with their lotus bloom.
Now, you're planning on closing the circle? Is that? Or you're planning-
Yeah.
There's something I don't know. I'm wondering if maybe it might be interesting to leave a space somewhere, so there's a chase, an opening, visually even, I don't know, maybe not.
This one I'm keeping my foot down, Alan. I like the circle.
Oh, that was fine. I'm just throwing that out there as a.
This has been the most labor-intensive part of this whole thing.
Yeah. Oh no, not taking anything away.
Oh no, but I want to enclose it like the original.
Yeah.
Because I like the fact that it does really look a lot when you look at that.
Oh yeah. Well, definitely not that big of a gap that you have there now. But,
What do you mean? It's too congested? But the original's like that.
No.
There's a shitload of
Oh
images.
no. I'm trying to superimpose the image, you know, the continuation of it on there. And I don't know, I just feel like there's something to be said about there being an entrance into the circle, even if it's just like that much space. An entrance for the eye to come into the circle and to come around. I'm just thinking eye movement more than anything. I'm not, you know, the tricks that I've learned about how to.
I'm just saying,
manipulate
for
the eye.
eye movement stuff, look at the original. See if.
Yeah.
I mean, just saying, see. I mean, does it?
Yeah.
Does it not allow you to?
Yeah.
Look to the center. You know what I mean?
Let's look, I mean, I'm not. It might look better close. I was just, you know, throwing out the idea.
I just like it because it's like wagons in a circle, like some kind of weird.
I mean, it would still be a circle.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you know, just like a little gap, an opening for this.
You can keep that up too.
Oh, he does have gaps in it.
Let me see.
Yeah, 2 gaps. Yeah, actually, like right where I was thinking.
Let me see.
Yeah. He has an entrance and an exit. Entrance. Exit.
Alright. A little bit of a gap, maybe.
And he even accentuates that. Well, this is the whole thing I was talking about. So by having that little bit of a gap there, it brings your eye in, travels around, it brings you out here. But he also has these creatures coming towards here, which bring your eye in, and you imagine in your head that they're going to join this. I'm not saying that he's done better that way, but that's
Well, maybe there'll be an entrance and not an exit.
yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, no, it brings you in and it
Yeah.
brings you full circle back. Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, I wasn't suggesting. And, I mean, I think it would probably look fine close, too.